Hi everyone, we are here at the heart of Tiong Bahru today, where you are probably familiar with your weekend brunches with your family and friends. But today, here we are to show you a top floor unit at Moh Guan Terrace, a one-car apartment that is very beautifully renovated.
Yes, the owner has spent almost $100,000 in renovation, and this has been featured in multiple interior design articles, and you definitely do not want to miss this. Hi, my name is Chris.
I'm Ronnie here.
And welcome to another episode of JNA Unlocked. Today we're at the Tiong Bahru Conservation Area, which is well known for its hip cafes and a wide range of amenities for both youngsters and elders alike. And if you know a bit of history of this area, this entire area is split into two parts. One is the HU Apartments, which is near to the Kim Tian Road, and right behind Moh Guan Terrace, we also have the privatized walkout apartment, which we'll be looking at today. Since the 1960s, all these apartments have been privatized for the post-war conservation area, and this is eligible for both single Singaporeans that's below 35 and also foreigners. And not just that, in 2003, if you know of the history, this area has been labelled as a conservation area, where we see a huge rise in demand and interest that allow people to buy this as a trophy asset. So without much further ado, let's take a look at this unit. Let's go!
Alright, so welcome to the unit. Alright, so this unit is actually on the 4th level, which is the highest level at 78 Moh Guan Terrace. So on the other side, the highest level is level 5, but on the side that we are in, we are on level 4, and this unit is actually the highest one. Right, so being the highest level walkout apartment has many benefits, I'll show you later. First and foremost, at the back of me is where the open concept kitchen is, and I'll let Chris run you through that later. Right, so let me bring you to the living and dining area. Alright, so you see this walkway over here is where the owner has converted this little walkway into their little dining area by the owners, and the first thing they have done is to actually customize this spider green marble top dining table, right? So this dining table is roughly about 2.3 meters long. They are seated up to 7 to 8 people, right? On top of that, it's actually 2 designer lamps that's very specifically picked by the owners to set this whole ambience and atmosphere. So the first thing I'm going to talk about this area is this little air well on the left of me. So in this unit, it's actually the top floor unit, right, that I mentioned earlier. So it has several benefits. So the first benefit is of course the privacy ensures, right? So being the top floor unit, you will ensure that there will be no neighbors on top viewing your unit and allows you the privacy. And if you look down, you can actually see what your neighbors are doing below, right? But being at the top floor, you don't have to worry about that. And the second benefit is that of course being the top floor unit, it allows you maximum sunlight into this whole dining area. Alright, so I'm more or less done with the dining area here. So let's talk about the living area. Come, let's go. Right, so this is what I'm standing is actually the living area. So this used to be a bedroom, right? So one thing that you must know is that the owner has only stayed here for 3 years, and most of the renovations you see here are actually very new. The only reason why the owner wants to move on from this unit is because their kids have grown, they need a bigger space, and I believe that the next buyer will get to take full advantage of what the owner actually will leave behind. This unit is very well maintained, but let me run you through the living room. Right, so majority of the living room has actually layered with cement street. You know, in sunny Singapore, some of the weather has been very hot. So the cement flooring allows you to ensure that the floor is always cool, and it's also very easy to maintain. So more importantly, what the owners are doing for is actually a work hard and play hard concept, where they want to have a very big communal space over here. And what I really like about this apartment is that it's almost like a single floor plate apartment, and there's very little structural walls. So you can see there's also very little built in this apartment. So if you're the next buyer of this home, you can actually customize it to however way you want. You can even remodernize it to the theme that you want, and this allows you to have a lot of options. Right, so now we're done here, let's head to the balcony, shall we? Let's go. Alright, now let's head to the balcony, shall we? Come. Okay, so one thing that I really love about this layout of this unit is that it offers you a completely squarish balcony. So what you can actually do is you open the sliding doors over here and extend the communal area from the living area to the balcony area as well. So for example, you want to host your kids' birthday parties, this area can be used to decorate and in the evening, if you want to actually invite your friends over for a pint of beer, you can actually rest here and enjoy the greenery view as well. And the other thing I like about the top floor Moh Guan unit is that it allows you to have the full-on privacy, right? So if you are actually a level 2 and level 3 unit, you will find that residents that walk by the park are actually able to veer into your unit. But because on your level 4, you're on the top floor, it allows you the privacy and the greenery view that is provided by the trees, right? So at the back of me is where the owner has actually put their little laundry area. The owner has placed their dryer over here. However, there's a water point behind, so you can put your washing machine, or if you want to have plug in a water hose, you can as well, right? So on the right of me is where the casement door will lead to the master bedroom. Come, let me show you the master bedroom. Let's go. Ta-da! Welcome to the master bedroom, right? So this master bedroom is roughly about 60 square meters huge. So I like the living area that is decked out with cement street. So the master bedroom has really layered with vinyl flooring. So what I really like about this master bedroom is that, you know, despite having a queen bed over here, you still have ample of space, right? So on the left of me is where the owner has really have their own little study area. If you are still working from home after the pandemic, don't worry, you still have your own little area here to work as well, right? You don't have to worry about master bedroom being too small. On the right of me is where the built-in wardrobe is. So the built-in wardrobe is actually one of the few built-ins that are in the house. So the rest of it is actually a very open concept one. So if you want to customize this house to your liking, that allows you a lot of flexibility, right? So do remember that owners only moved in here slightly more than 3 years ago. So everything you see here will be in a very, very good condition. I've covered half the house. Let Chris take you to the other half. Come, let's go.
Thank you, Rodney. Now let's take a look at the kitchen area. As you can see right here, the owner had broken down the walls to convert this into an open concept kitchen. A built cabinets that has a tinge of green and grey to add on to its industrial theme. It comes along with a built-in oven, hood and hob, all from Bosch brand, which is a brand that you definitely want to have in your kitchen area. Also, the owner installed in a farmhouse sink, a rare feature for most houses nowadays, and along with cabinets and storage space to store all your belongings. Last but not least, the owner installed in a brand new modernistic design window that allows light to filter in, making this place extremely bright and homely. Now let's take a look at the rest of the unit. To my right, you have the washroom and shower area. And over here, as you can see, they installed a bifold glass door, a sleek design that leads to the washroom. And this washroom comes with a colorful hotel theme that adds on to its retro design. For the shower area, it comes with its own built-in shelves that allow you to put in all your accessories, and all the towels have fully laid out that adds on to its modernistic design. For both the washroom and the shower area, each of it comes in with its own window that allow for natural ventilation. Now let's take a look at the common bedroom. Let's go. This common bedroom has been fully renovated, and you can see over here done up with vinyl tiles and also a fully built-in LG aircon right behind me. This area has been converted into a kids playroom for this owner, or in fact, if you want to, you can reconvert this area into your own personalized workspace. The owner installed a casement window that allows natural light to filter in, making this place extremely bright and airy. And behind you, you have the access door that leads straight down to level 1. But because we are the top floor, the 4th floor, the owner has converted this area into a storage area. Now let's join Rodney back in the living area. Wow, Rodney, it has been a long day of shoot today.
Definitely has been.
Yes, but before we move on to summarize the unit, let's take a look at its location. Moh Guan Terrace is strategically located close to abundant amenities such as Tiong Bahru Shopping Centre, supermarket, grocery shops and banks, which is extremely convenient for residents here. The closest MRT is Tiong Bahru MRT, which is just 570 meters away. For residents with private vehicles, this location is easily accessible via main roads such as Tiong Bahru Road and Jalan Bukit Merah, via major expressways such as CTE and the West Coast Highway. And yes, there are actually 2 ways you can fully maximize the potential of this unit. The first is to use it as a retirement home. If you were to do a 55% loan to value ratio, your down payment and your stamp duty will add up to almost $530,000. And in fact, the loan per month is around $2,800. If you're paying on loan for the next 24 years, a total spending will be $1.3 million. As compared to renting this area at $4,500 per month, which will cost $2.3 million, you can save almost $1 million, which can easily be your retirement fund.
Alternatively, how this has been used as an investment home. Well, first and foremost, we actually convert these 2-bedroom to a 3-bedroom layout. And the minimum rental you're able to get for this area for 3 bedroom is about 4.5k a month. So if you're able to leverage on a 75% loan over 24 years, your monthly mortgage will actually come up with about $3,800 per month. So that will bring you about $600 to $700 pocket money every month. So over the course of 24 years, after you actually paid down your mortgage, you're actually able to get the full 4.5k a month as pocket money.
So if you really love this unit, do give our listing manager a call, and like this video, to give our thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, leave your comments right below. My name is Chris.
I'm Rodney here.
We are from JNA Real Estate, and thank you for watching yet another episode of JNA Unlocked.